Hey everybody, it's the Redstone Wizard here again, bringing you another Redstone tutorial. What I got for you today is probably one of the best things that I've been looking forward to for years. Now, what we got is, because today is 1.21, and a lot of things came out, but one of the biggest things that came out is actually a 100% TNT drop rates. So what does that mean? Well, that just means that now whenever we blow things up with TNT, we're going to guarantee to get the block. So we've been trying to, so previously it was around 30%, but now it's 100%. So what we got is a simple little blast chamber. Now I've got an alternate account right up there just so that we can see how this works out. I'm able to place I'm able to place a concrete in. Not fast enough if I was using the mouse, but as you can see, it's slowly processing. This thing is able to handle blow up on average about 44 blocks per TNT drop. And you could add a lot more to it if you want. You could add in the you could add in a cobblestone generator, feed in wood, basalt, whatever. It is up to you if you want to add more in. I just wanted concrete. What can I say? I like my concrete. And you can actually just, if you set up right and hold it with using a mouse keyboard or controller, able to just constantly place them. And as they process, it takes and blows them up and sends them into some type of storage, which for me is a shulker box. Okay, white concrete coming in. And when it's finished, it's going to unload and process. So let's let this guy, let's get him out of here. There we go. So, and simple loading for TNT. Now the amount of items that this thing can break per cycle is around 44 blocks. And that's the average. Sometimes they'll blow up a little less than what gets put in, but sometimes it blows up a little more. So average is around 44 blocks, and it put before TNT even attempts to go through, it processes 48 blocks. So that's honestly pretty decent. Now, there is a bug in the game right now when it comes to TNT and moving blocks. Now, what the bug is while the blocks are moving, if they are hit with the TNT at the same time that they are moving, they will get deleted. So this thing has been turned off so that that doesn't happen, but if they fix it, two simple little changes will be able to make it where you're able to go from 44 blocks to around 170 blocks per TNT drop. So what do you say, guys? Let's get to building this thing. Okay guys, we're back, and like always, everything we need is inside the shulker boxes. Now this is based on bare bones, removing a lot of this that is unneeded. So let's go through the entire list. Now I'm just going to briefly go through, show you what it is. Now you're going to need 524 pieces of glass. Some of it doesn't have to be glass. I recommend glass because it's spawn proof, and well, we need transparency in some spots. 92 solid blocks, I'm using white concrete, 85 pieces of redstone dust, 63 regular pistons, 287 pieces of packed ice. Minimum amount of packed ice is 4. No, actually 3. You're going to need infinite water source. 32. Well, actually, you're going to need 32 trapdoors. I'm using 2 spruce trapdoors for blocking water. And let's see, 17 immovable blocks, 9 blocks that you could use as 9 container blocks. I'm using composters, and we're going to put signal strength 1 into those. 12 comparators, 23 observers, 20 repeaters, 3 droppers, 13 redstone torches, 13 walls, 20 sticky pistons, 10 pieces of scaffolding, 2 redstone blocks, 4 stairs. 4 stairs. Let me get the other 2 I need. 4 stairs, 1 block that's going to block water flowing. I'm using glow lichen. You can use a button or just something to stop water from flowing that a piece of TNT can travel through. 1 dispenser, 7 hoppers, 4 barrels, 1 redstone lamp, 4 chests, and a piece of soul sand. So let's just grab a lot of this. Okay. So first things first. We're going to place our soul sand down with ice surrounding it. And then we're just going to add a nice little wall around it. Just like this. Grab trapdoors. And we're just going to place them here, and that's just to stop the water from flowing. And yeah, we're going to end up filling this up. Then we're going to come out here, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're just going to box it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And fill this in with ice. Now this corner one, we're going to do something special with it. We're going to place a piece of ice there and break the one that's underneath it. And we're just going to circle around to this side. And then we're just going to line this up. Fill this in with glass. And then we're going to grab our trapdoors again. Now, it's easier to do it this way. Waterlog all but right there. This corner and this corner. And then place your trapdoors wherever you place the water. Then we're going to go out 7 blocks from here. Adding 6 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're just going to encase this with glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, yes, perfect. and just fill in all the way. Now when you get to this corner, we are going to fill this in first and then take out these three. We can take these out, they're unneeded, and then we're just going to fill this in with ice again. I know it's a lot of ice, but the whole point behind using this ice is to get the items into our storage for later. So as soon as you get all this in, we're going to add in water to this back wall on both sides. Now we got a nice solid water stream going all the way to here. So if we throw something there, they'll force it into the center and send it up into the bubble column. From here, just pillar all the way up with your water, with the bubble column. Just pillar up as high as your platform to your storage is. Now, this is the part where you guys get to decide where you're going to place your dispenser. Now, I'm going to come up a little bit further than in there. Place a block, and I'm just going to put a piece of obsidian on top of it. Then we're going to grab our one dispenser, point it down. Then pick whatever side you want, grab a solid block, put it next to it, and surround it in glass. This part doesn't have to be glass, but it just helps out a lot. Then under here, pick a corner. I'm using the same side that I'm using the solid block. Put another piece of glass. Put your trapdoor on the bottom part of that solid block and your water stopping block there. And let's just waterlog our trapdoor. Now the sole purpose behind the water is just to, well, let's make it easy. Let's put a piece of TNT in it. Boop. And we'll activate it. Because it's in water, if the trapdoor doesn't open, nothing gets destroyed. So now we're going to take our pistons. We're going to come down from here one block. And we're going to make a ring around where the TNT will drop down. In fact, we'll do it twice. A 5x5 with the center cut out. Yeah, there. And throw dust on top of all of it. Now we're going to line up our repeaters. So we're going to grab our repeaters. We're going to put one here, set it 4 ticks, put a solid block in front of that, and then we are going to go 3, put 3 more 4-tick repeaters in, going into a solid block with a solid block going down, and 3 more 4-tick repeaters with a dust right there. Now, I'm just going to place a dust here, grab myself another piece of TNT, throw it in there, and grab my redstone block. Goes now we're going to place, boom. That's not supposed to. Oh, I think I know. I had it held too long. Yeah, it's just a redstone pulse. So if we just temporarily place that there and boom. Oh. Now we grab our TNT. This is just me showing you guys that it will just go down and boom. Okay. So we'll just take that out. Now, if they happen to fix the bug that I want fixed, all you have to do is take and put a 4-tick repeater, 4-tick repeater, 3-tick repeater, and a 2-tick repeater with a piece of dust. Because now what happens is if this pulses, when the TNT is going to blow up, it's going to push the blocks here down. But if it doesn't, if that hasn't happened yet, you can ignore this bottom section right here. I'm going to leave it in because I like it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come out 2 blocks. We are going to throw in a regular piston right there. In fact, we're actually going to throw in 3 regular pistons with sticky pistons right behind them. And then under here, we'll throw in 3 observers, solid blocks, grab yourself your walls, and put walls behind there, solid blocks behind your sticky pistons, and trap doors. And when you place trap doors, make sure that when they are open, they open towards the wall. Because now, if I throw in dust here and place here, boom, pushes out, boom, perfect. Now, come to this middle one, we're going to place another piece of, put another observer, sticky piston with our container on it. Now make sure that this container has at least, in fact, actually make sure it has signal strength 1. Grab a glass block, place it there, place 2 more, put a comparator, dust, and a repeater set to 4 ticks. And we're going to put a block up here. Doesn't have to be solid, it can be glass, and a solid block there with another repeater set to 4 ticks. Now we're going to come down here, come down to this corner, place a block going down. This one could be whatever you want with a torch on it. Now come over here and put in 2 pieces of obsidian right here. What this is going to do is just stop the system from, when it gets pushed, it's going to stop it from moving, and these guys are going to move in too, and then get pushed down afterwards. Now you're going to do this to every single side here. So I'm going to get all 4 of these sides so that we can get it done. I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and now we've got our piston pushers going in. Now we need to be able to activate these pistons so that they can go down. So what we're going to do is grab a sticky piston, Now you can't do this one because of this is in your way. You can't do so pick any other one you want. Now I'm going to do it on this side because this is where my input line is going to be. But you're going to place a sticky piston next to that dust with a observer on its face and a solid block. So now anytime that this activates, I'm just going to put 2 here, push. It's going to push down and then push in. It's as simple as that. So next step is we're going to take a piece of dust, place it on there, grab your droppers, put a dropper here and a dropper here facing each other. Grab whatever block you want and put comparators reading out going into a solid block into whatever block you want. With dust on those, grab yourself some regular pistons, put them next to each one of these, and grab your redstone block and throw it on there. Now get any items you want to, any random items you want. And take, let's see here, and for the basic version, I recommend adding just 2. Now grab sticky piston and place it on both, one on top of the redstone block and one next to it on the piston side. Put observers on those, and we're just going to fill this in right here. And grab yourself some dust and fill it in. So now if we activate this, it's going to pulse it, send it down all the way through, open the door, boom. And there's the alignment and blast. So now what we need to do is temporarily we're going to place 3 blocks. We're going to go over and put in a pair right there. You can take these out, you don't need them, and we're going to place a piece of obsidian right there with scaffolding on the obsidian and above nothing. Grab your observer, reading from the scaffolding, place a solid block there, a solid block there, and whatever block you want in there, and throw a piece of dust right there. So now if we put there and there, it's going to push them both out, clearing the way. And we got to do that to all 4 of them. But since we're going to be doing it to all 4, let's just add another piston at the end of this line. Any block you want, any block here. For purposes of not breaking the system, I recommend placing an immovable block there with a solid block there. Grab yourself some dust, place it there. Now I'm using a comparator because it's actually overall a little more cheap, but that will create this right here. And you got to do that to all 4 sides. So let me get that done and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back. So now what we need to do is grab our pistons and we're going to just make a loop around here going in 4 directions. And then right here, we are going to throw a comparator with a composter right behind it. And in fact, actually, we're going to fill this composter completely up. Perfect. Now, place 2 blocks here. Place a block here, block here, block here. And dust from here all the way down. So now whenever we place blocks here, 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 and then here, it's just going to push out 4 of them all in one direction. So we could rapidly push them down and then they'll pop out. Now we're going to grab a sticky piston for this part. And we're just going to place that sticky piston right here. And we'll grab a comparator, pulling out from right here. In fact, actually, it might be easier if we just go like this. And throw you there, and that will power that. And we'll just place that there, because now this part is just going to be, if there's no TNT, it's going to stop it early. That's it. So if I place this here, boom, pushes it out. Nothing getting in the way. And there we go. Now, what needs to happen is we need to get these, because the way I got this set up, you could organize it any way you want, but I'm going to be going like this. Take this one to send it right over here. Use temporary blocks for this, just so that you can be able to control a lot. Grab a piston, throw it here. Grab your observers and place it here. Solid block, dust. So now whenever a block gets pushed into this, it'll push it down. And you get, and these temporary blocks can go away. Just leave that one right there, because that's your bottom line. And then we're just going to go the same pattern. Okay, let me get this straight. Dust. Observer pointing up, solid block. Clear these out. And we're going to add 2 blocks there. Keep everything in line with this spot right here so that we can maintain what's going on. And that's the whole point. Three blocks. Yeah, you don't have to take out all these blocks. I'm just doing it for my own benefit. Okay, and there we go. Clear these out, and we're going to add in 4 blocks. Leaving the top one open. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so now we got this set up. Pretty much from here in line, we're going to create just a simple, and I do mean simple, smart piston. And you don't have to destroy any of these blocks that I'm destroying at the current moment. It is just to be able to hold things together. And you're going to do that to every single one. You're going to make sure that it's in line with both of these. But you want to make sure that if all of this is empty, you want it all to remain empty. And that is the whole point, is just to maintain some amount of control. Okay, almost done. And the piston, too close. And this is as tight as I could get it to make it work. Okay, so now we got all that set. Now, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pile up here a bit. And however high you want to make this, just gotta remember 12 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll stick it right there. Take these out. Ooh. Place that back. And a temporary block. Grab your concrete block, place it there. Pick a side, doesn't matter. Usually I recommend the same side that your bubble elevator is coming up from. Place a redstone block with dust on it. Grab a piece of glass with a solid block on top. Leaving a gap like this with 2 pieces of dust and a solid block. Grab your repeater, throw it there. Now we're going to contain this a bit by using two pieces of glass. Grab your stairs, put one there, and we're going to temporarily just place trapdoors here just for the sole purpose of waterlogging the stairs. Boom, boom. And these blocks are just filler blocks. And as you can see, we pushed down one. Okay, so then all you have to do is take your last dropper, put a dropper in, put a hopper on one side, and add in your double chest up top so that you can fill in your concrete powder. Now, what I'm going to do is take our hopper, throw a barrel on it, and another hopper. Oh. Yeah, let me grab my composter again. Apparently I destroyed it. Take our hopper and a double chest And you don't have to use all of this to make it work. I'm just just got to make sure that you have clear line of sight to wherever pistons are at. So I'm going to be using a lot of hoppers. Okay, there's that. Now, if you want to add a signal to this, pretty much what we're going to do is just hijack this part and just redstone torch tower, whatever you want to get it up here. Throw a lamp so it signifies that, hey, we need some TNT in here. And like I said, it'll cut the system off. So if I just start placing TNT, if I just start placing concrete in here, it's going to stop. It's going to hold it until we grab ourselves some TNT. In fact, grab ourselves some TNT and throw it in there. And boom. Now they all get pushed out. And nothing is in the way. So I'm just going to fill these up. This is a texture pack, so it's not changing much of the game, but it is helping me be able to fill things up quickly, which is always the one thing that I have always liked, is being able to fill things up pretty quick. So yeah, okay, so we got a decent amount. Yeah, we got a decent amount in there. And now, in fact, actually, we need to move this up one more instead, so that we have headroom. And it can actually process concrete powder. Put your flooring in however you want. But as you can see, once on, that means we got TNT flowing in. And if I grab some concrete powder and we just start processing, and we come down here, notice how it's now pushing out. You want to aim for the side of the block here, or the side of that block. You can use it, you could bring in things, other methods, like using putting in it for a tree farm, be able to get your logs out, be able to process them. Just have to make sure that they sit at one high so that you're able to completely process. But as it comes down, boom. Now, as you see, we got them going. Now we got them stacking up in here. It's processed. They're just processing. And now we are at actually pretty decent. And as they process, the more and more you use, you could actually create and get a lot of resources processing. And now that's the first path. Now if I add in 1, 2, 3, 4, that pushes it up 1, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come down here, keep an eye right there. There's our TNT. Comes down, and boom. Nothing up here gets destroyed. So all you have to, yeah, it was a waste of TNT, but you know what? It's better than you could actually end up sitting here manually placing every block. I recommend only going 6 for that if you want. And then all you have to do is take this, send it all the way up to your floor level, put it into a box loader like I have over here, put it in a chest system so you can pull whatever items out you want. It is strictly up to you on what you do there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down in the comment section. If it's a major issue or been joining my Discord, link to that will be in the description. You want to support me, you guys go subscribe. But you guys, this is the Redstone Wizard. Enjoy building.